Dear friends, I want to wish you a Shabbat Shalom. This week, we are reading the Torah portion of Vayera, the second portion that relays to us the life of Abraham, our very accomplished and great forefather, the first patriarch, the first Jew, who together with his wife Sarah, the first Jewess, built a real solid Jewish home, brought up the first Jewish child, and all of us are a result of their tremendous commitment to each other, to Hashem, and their son Yitzchak's upbringing in purity and a proper spirit to live fully as a Jew. In the end of this week's Torah portion, we talk about the greatest test that Abraham experienced in his lifetime. A test that we read in synagogue every single day. And that is when God commanded Abraham to sacrifice his only son, Yitzchak, Isaac. This was when Abraham was at the ripe old age of 137. His son was 37 years old. Abraham had lived most of his life. He was more settled now. And Hashem was asking him to uproot everything he had built, destroy it all through sacrificing his only son and his future. Now what's fascinating is when Hashem commands Abraham, Hashem calls out to Abraham, and he says, Kach na, please take as binchas, yichidcha, your child, your only child, the one that you love, Isaac. And he tells him to sacrifice him on Mount Moriah. And the question is, why would God say, Kach na, please take? Throughout the Torah, God gives commands. And though God is what we call a great gentleman, God does not say, please listen to me. But here, God mentions, please take your son. What's the please all about? And in here, at the moment when Hashem is asking Abraham to do the most difficult thing he ever asked him, total commitment, to put everything about Abraham and his personal interest and gains aside, in the name of God, God says, please. Because God is telling us that true, He is the creator, He is the king, He is the commander, and we have to follow whatever God says because that's what God said. But God is sharing with us that in actuality, He's always asking us, please choose to be totally committed to me. Because I need it as much as you need it. God doesn't need anything, but He chose to need it as much as we need it. God treasures, looks forward to, and feels our commitment to Him as the most important thing in the entire universe. When a Jew commits themselves to do something for Hashem wholeheartedly, to Hashem there's nothing more treasured. He puts everything aside. He puts everything aside to be able to enjoy what we do. Every time we do a mitzvah, every time we make a statement, we are doing this for Hashem. To Hashem, there's nothing more precious. So Hashem is sharing with us, true, there's a command, we have to listen. But He's begging us, please listen, because it's so important to me. I don't want to have you have consequences. I don't want to discipline you. I want you to understand that my relationship with you should be the way you feel about your relationship with God. That is the way Judaism is supposed to be experienced. And let's hope we all can get a chance to bring ourselves to that point where we feel that by doing a mitzvah, we're really connecting to God and doing a favor to God. God needs us. He wants us. He waits for us. And we should feel the same way for everything God gives us and tells us what He likes, what He enjoys. You know, when you're married, and you know the things your spouse likes, you try to get it for them without them even asking. God told us what He enjoys. Because He loves us so much, we have to love Him, and we surely love Him. We want to do things that God enjoys as well. So I want to wish you a Shabbat Shalom. God bless you. And may you have this type of relationship like God had with Abraham, and Abraham had with God. Candlelighting time in Montreal, 4:19 p.m. We love you all.